Hi fellow makeup fiends and welcome to 13 Days of Horror. Today I'm going to be doing a witch look, so please stay tuned if you would like to see how I created this look. So I'm starting with just foundation, concealer and everything on. I've decided to go quite pale for this look, but I'm not going to go white like I did for the vampire because she's a witch, not a vampire, so she's not hiding from the sunlight. So I am going to go for quite a dark brow though. I'm not going to go for black. I'm actually just going to use the darkest colour out of the HD brows, which is a really deep chocolate brown. I don't really use this colour. It's really quite dark, but I think it'll look okay for this look. And the key I find with my brows is to take short strokes at it. So just little short stroke motions. And I'm bringing down the corner of the brow to there on the nose, so just inside the nose area. And then just continuing with the shape as I normally would, keeping it quite thin. Always remember to blend the bottom of your arch into the rest of your brow though, because it can, if you've made this area quite thick, it can look a little strange. I know it looks weird now, but I'm sure when the rest of the makeup is on it'll look fine. And they are coming into the same height. I want to get those matching. I know eyebrows are not twins, they're sisters, but they definitely need to come to the same point in the middle. So, those brows are strange. Okay, so now I think I'm going to stick with black and red, and you're probably going to see kind of why as this once it all comes together, because I actually have an outfit to go with this. So I think the best place to start with black to map it out is going to be my NYX Jumbo pencil in Black Bean. Sorry, I'm not looking at you, I'm trying to look for the pencil. Okay. Black Bean. And this is not going to be quite as high up the eye as the look for the Vampire Queen. I think that's enough. Just quite a thick band across the eye. Okay, so now I'm going to take some Black Ground by MAC, it's a paint pot, and I'm going to use a sort of flat sort of paddle brush, and I'm going to place this on top of Black Bean and take it just over the edge, because this is going to soften the edge of that look, because Black Ground is not a very rich black. And I like the way that looks. It just softens it a little. But don't worry too much about the lines here, because another colour's going on over the top, so it doesn't matter so much anyway. So moving on from there, I'm going to put the red on first, and then I've got another colour for the inner eye. But I think it's important to get the red on now. So I'm just going to use quite a short stubby sort of brush now, and I'm going to use Love Plus from Sugarpill, which is a beautiful red. I'm just going to place that along the edge. I need my other mirror. Along the edge of this colour. Take it down slightly into that corner, but not too much. And I'm just going to press the colour on because I want the red to be quite vibrant. Right, so now I'm just going to blend that a little. Just quite gently. I want to have a light hand with this blending here because I still want this red to be quite vibrant. Then I'm just going back in again and pressing a little bit more of that colour just back into the red. Now I do want to take a bit more of an intense black and place it on top of the black cream. And I'm just going to take the Naked 2 palette for this. Right, I'm just going to film from this level because I'm having horrendous camera problems. Crave from the Urban Decay Naked palette. And I'm just going to pop this on top of background just because I feel like I just want a bit more intensity on the black. Okay, so that definitely takes the intensity on the black. Sorry, I'm going to have to keep moving it close. This zoom is just not functioning properly. So we're just going to take a little sort of blending brush with a little bit more of Love Plus. And I'm just going to take that along the edges. Just to soften them. I don't want to blend colour away here, I'm more blending colour in. But I just want to blend a soft amount in and just give it like a soft focus on the edge of the red. So it goes from quite an intense red to kind of a fading out sort of red, if you know what I mean. That's it. Now I want to move on and highlight the brow bone. And I'm just going to use the Urban Decay palette again for this. This one I'm sure is called Venus. Yes. I knew it, but I still checked. So this is the only shimmery sort of shade in this palette because this is a matte palette. But I love this as a highlight. And it has to be said, I love this brush. I think it's an E50. Let me have a quick check for you. It's Sigma E50. It's a large fluff. Love this brush. And I'm just taking that all along the brow, but mostly concentrating on the outer edges. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of sort of frostiness on the inner eye corner. So I'm using a paint pot for that, and I'm using Fancy Frosting. And just a little brush. And I'm just going to pop that on the inner eye. I don't know if you can see, just adds a little bit of dewiness on the inner eye there. And I'm just blending a little up. Then I'm just going to take a little bit of the bud with the makeup remover. Just take that around the outer edge. and tidy up anything that's going on there. That's it. So next I want to go on to liner, and I'm going to use Zero by Urban Decay for the waterline. And I'm just going to allow that to have a little bit of a smudge. Right, so you could leave this look right here. Ooh. Can't zoom in. But I think I want to add some green to it because I really like red and green together, but it could be a mistake. To what to do? I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to use this liner by Urban Decay in Covet. And I need my other mirror. And I'm actually just going to put a very fine line of this underneath the black. So it's not going to be like really highly visible. But you can see it. Quite a nice little flash of dark green. And then I just want to run my finger across it. And hopefully you can see that. I like that actually, I'm really glad I did that now. It was a bit nerve-wracking at first. And then to mirror the green in the top of the look, I am going to use, I think this is Midori, yeah, Midori by Sugarpill. And I'm just going to take a little sort of blending brush because I don't want much of this. And I'm actually just going to put it up here. Just on the outer edge. I actually like that little blend there where the green meets the red. It's quite interesting. But I'm just doing this very lightly because I just want that little green hint there. Because I haven't really got too much green going on under, so I don't really want to go over the top on the top. I'm not too sure what Tony's watching in there, but it's obviously quite amusing. It's probably one of our YouTube videos that she watches. So if you can hear random giggling in the background, that is Tony. Do you know what? I love the red and black on its own, but I'm really glad I did that. Really love that. That looks really great. Yeah. That definitely adds some interest to the eye, not just red and black, like that. So sometimes you've got to go with your instincts. Sorry, I'm such a neat freak. I have to put everything back as I'm using it. I annoy myself. So, I was going to add a little sparkle. I'm not going to. I'll leave it at that. Don't want to do overkill. So now I'm going to put some mascara on. And then I'm going to put some lashes on as well. Why not? Right, so I just took a quick dusting of translucent powder under the eyes, just to tidy the area up. Right, I'm just going to use these eyeliner ones because eyeliner lashes are fabulous, in my opinion. And they've got a bit of glitter on them, but that's okay. We can have a little bit of a glittery wedge. That's fine. And I'm using my favourite eyeliner glue. I know it's white, but it dries clear, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, these are pretty. They're quite fluttery. Actually, I'm not even going to curl because they curl quite nicely anyway. So that's the eyes. Ooh, I really like them lashes. I'm going to move on to blush. And I'm going to use the one that I absolutely love that I got from number 7, not last Christmas, the Christmas before, which is this one. I think it's called Enchanted something or other. That was technical, wasn't it? Midnight Enchantment. Yes, see, wasn't far wrong. And I'm going to mainly concentrate in the darker area. Don't want to go too over the top, to be honest, with the blush in this look, but I do want a sort of berry colour. The great thing about this is you can pick up most of that colour, but you can also pick up a little bit of the other colour on there. And then you've got the white colour, which, as you can see, is just really quite a nice subtle sort of highlight. So you've got everything in one compact there. Obviously they don't sell these anymore. It was a limited edition for Christmas, but I don't know whether you'd be able to find any on eBay. I actually picked a second one up when they sold them off, and I ended up getting it really cheap, so I was really happy about that because I love them. So that is the blusher done. I'm going to do a little bit of a contour. I must be mad. I don't like contouring. But I'm going to use a MAC bronzer for that in Refined Golden. And it's quite a nice colour. Taking it from the knobbly part of your ear and giving it a good feather over with the brush. Who said witches have to have warty noses and all that kind of stuff and be green all the time? I'm sure there's been some glamorous witches as well. But that's a look so far. I think the dramatic kind of brown looks quite good with those eyes. And we're now going to move on to the lips. And I'm going to be using Fixed On Drama from the Retro Matte collection from MAC. And I'm going to use this lip liner. Or am I? I think I might actually use this MAC liner. I think it's going to be just an overall better match. This one is, I'm sure it's Foxy or something. Foxy Lady. Nearly getting these names right today. So, Foxy Lady. I'm going to line the lips. And then I'm going to try and do like a little point on the lower lip. Then I'm going to use Fixed On Drama and fill the lips in. Best thing to do with retro mattes or any kind of matte is short strokes, because sometimes it can be a little drying. And always make sure you get right to the corners. Taking a little angled brush from Sigma. And that is the finished look. So you've got your red and green eyes and black, really nice full lashes, brow that comes further down on the inner corner just to give it a little bit of real depth and dramaticness there, and then a slightly pointed lip underneath, which gives a fullness to the lip. Why is my child looking at me funny? Why are you looking at me funny?
It's the eyebrows. It's
the eyebrows?
Yes.
I'm a witch.
It's only when you do the shocked face. Oh my god!
Yeah, they're quite good brows, I think. Excuse me.
Very good.
Eh?
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
You shocked us. That's how good you are.
I like my new brows. I'm going to wear them like this every day. Not really. Right, so that's the look. I hope you really like it. Now we're going to move on and do the rest of the look. Okay, so I've added this black wig that I actually used last year. I think it's when I did my zombie girl sort of look. All my hair's neat tucked up in there. And what I've done is, it can come lower, but I've actually pulled it back a bit just so that you can see the brows a little bit better. So that's it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Hope you like the hair and the makeup. And yeah, so the next video, which is my bonus video, is going to be the outfit that I created to go with this. So I hope you'll check that out too. Thanks for watching. Bye.